peeps? Mike Toy, Bonsai Boise. Today I'm going to be doing a repot on this Ficus benjamina. This is actually my son Gavin's bonsai. I gave him this at Christmas time in 2017. We agreed that I would give it its maintenance for a little while until he was ready to take over. So as you can see, it's kind of grown wild here, and the leaves are looking dusty and spotty and kind of scraggly, and so I think it's due to the health of the soil. I think its health is due to the soil, I should say. Sorry, I got the garage door open today. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a height reduction. So I'm actually going to reduce its height somewhere into this area, and I'm going to repot it from this red pot to this blue pot here. I've already prepared the pot. I've got a little bit of screen over the holes, and I put some soil over the screen. I always do that before I start, just so I'm not fumbling around with it at the time when this tree's out and everything. So a couple things I'll point out. I'm going to get a jar of water, so that when I take some big clippings from up here and here, for example, I can keep them and try and root them. Sometimes they take, sometimes they don't, but this time of year, being spring, chances are good that they'll take. So I'm going to do that before I start, and then I'm just going to dive right in. One other thing I'll note is when you are doing pruning, as a general rule of thumb, you don't have to, but it's always a good idea to start at the bottom and work your way up. And the reason you do that is because it just like a tree grows, it grows from the bottom and goes upwards, and it just prevents you from making any wrong decisions in the process. So one thing I'm going to do here real quick, give you a quick spin, take a look at it. Backside's pretty bare, as you can see. This right here is the front that was facing the window all winter, so then therefore the growth is coming out this side. I've got some wiring up here where I was trying to get it in order a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of that, give it some pruning, give it new soil and a new pot. So here we go. All right, so there it is. It's a little awkward looking at the moment, but they always are after a big prune. As you can see, the roots it wasn't root bound at all, so I barely trimmed anything on the roots. Just a couple tiny spots just to get it to fit right. But I did some major trims on top, obviously, and there's the cuttings, so I'll try and root some of those. But the idea was to just reduce the size because the trunk is still pretty small. So one way to make the trunk look bigger is to reduce size. So just a little trick. Otherwise, I think it went pretty smooth and easy. If you liked the video, please click like and subscribe. If you have questions, feel free to leave it in the comments, or if you have comments to leave, just some input or some experience, love to hear about it. Thanks for watching, everybody.